So David introduced me to this technology a few years ago, and originally when I started, I was more interested in the spiritual aspect of it. So I thought maybe this could help me take me deeper into my meditation. And so one of the things that I started realizing as I started using it was I would definitely felt more of a connection with the planet. And I had been kind of looking for that connection for a really long time. And so I actually physically began feeling it in my body, and just I guess you could say more a sense of belonging and acceptance and connection with the planet, as well as the planets in our solar system. You know, I physically felt more of a connection. And then along the way, I started noticing I was having less pain and more energy. And so I just got deeper into it, and I feel like it has transformed my life on so many levels, mentally, physically, energetically. And I can say I will never ever go through this life without this technology. I never will. And even like if I expand my business or, you know, scale it up a few levels, this technology will definitely be a big part of it, just because it's created such a, I would say, harmonious atmosphere in my house. It's created a harmonious atmosphere in my relationships, in my life, and more with myself. You can actually manifest it more quickly and stronger than without the technology, because as David said earlier, you literally become like a satellite station. Like literally. You become more intuitive, things start happening faster, you'll be thinking about somebody, they'll call, you know, you want something, it'll happen. You don't want something, it might happen, but it usually happens if it's not supposed to be in your life anyway. And so things start happening, and you basically get on course, on the course you're supposed to be on with whatever you're supposed to create in this life for yourself and for everybody else. And so for me, it's not just about the physical level. Physically, I'm really benefiting from it because now I'm at a point where I don't have any pain. I can't even remember the last massage treatment I got for myself because I literally don't need it anymore. But I do still combine it with my meditation. I find meditation is still really important in getting that clarity that you want in your life. But then with the technology, once you get that clarity, it basically happens. So it's pretty deep, you guys, and it's real, and it's changed my life. And I talk to a lot of people about this all the time because I also teach a course on it to help people understand how to use the technology for physical, mental, spiritual purposes. And I would say pretty much everybody I've spoken with has benefited from it as well.
So yesterday you tried the coil, and what was your initial impression?
Yeah, I mean, usually when you know, first knee-jerk was that I was quite skeptical that something like this could ever work. You know, you see a lot of gimmicks out there in the market, infomercials and wands and what have you, and you know, but you convinced me to try it out, and I had a nagging back injury and always knots on the back, and applied it to the lower back, and within 4 or 5 minutes I felt a heat sensation going through, and then within 10 minutes the knot had sort of dissipated.
That was last night.
And that was last night, and it's still I think it just released the muscle, or I'm not sure what happened, but it feels a lot better today.
Yeah. So your pain was at what level out of 10?
Probably like a 6.5, 7.
And then it dropped to what?
I mean, now it's probably a 2. 2? I can feel that something was there, but that's about it, and it's not something that's nagging me.
How long has that back pain been bothering you?
I mean, it's chronic.
It's chronic?
Yeah.
long time?
Yeah, since early soccer years, so it comes quite often.
So if you had that coil on you all the time, what do you think it would do for you?
I don't know. We'll try. I mean, like I said, I'll be buying one, if not a couple, for my friends as well. And yeah, I mean, I can only imagine that was in an isolated area on the back. So overall, I think it can do nothing but wonders. So.
Cool. All right. Glad I can help.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Jamal just hurt his hand during the fight, and now he's using the Qi Coil to help his hand relieve the pain and reduce the swelling.
Instantly, right now.
How much pain do you have?
Right there. And see, the hand is healing as he's standing here. Look at that. No swelling. Swelling is gone. Instantly.
So what happened to your shoulder?
I was in a wreck. I fell asleep on 70 in a barricade.
Yeah. So it was bugging you today, right?
Said one
It
more
was
time.
bugging you today?
Yeah, definitely.
How much pain did you have out of 10?
Maybe like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Like that.
And then you just tried this, put it on?
Yeah, it's definitely like about a 2 or 3 out of 10 now. So it definitely went down in a matter of 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I just did it now for the second time yesterday. Wasn't long enough, and I did it on my rotator cuff, which has been bothering me the last 2 days quite a bit. And it's amazing. In 15 minutes that I timed, I could raise my arm with no pain a lot higher.
Yeah.
But so now I've decided to try it on my thumb because I've had an irritation in my thumb, and if this does something like that, it's unbelievable.
So how long have you had the rotator cuff issue?
I've had it for years, but it hasn't been bothering me as much as it has in the last 2 days.
And then how much pain did you have out of 10 before?
About 7.
7? And then you put on the coil for how long?
No pain.
No pain.
No, I'm not kidding you. It's unbelievable.
Right. What else did you do? You put it on your foot yesterday, right?
I did for only a second, but then his back was hurting, so I decided to let Jeff try and sacrifice my health. And it did well. So
Now your thumb. Now you put it on your thumb.
now I put it on my thumb because I've had this strange feeling my thumb for years,
Right.
and I want to see if this will do anything for it in 5 minutes.
So how did you get the injury from what sport?
Throwing football,
Football?
and then I re-injured with balls.
Cool. So if you had this on you all the time, what kind of difference would it make for you?
What kind of life?
What difference would it make for you in your life if you had this all the time on you?
What kind of difference would it make if I had it on all the time?
Yeah.
To feel younger. Any different thing on my age to make me feel better. So we'll see what it does here. But it definitely helping.